Back in the 90s, Street Fighter II was all the rage in the arcade and home consoles, and the Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo had excellent ports of these games. Now, which one did you guys like better? Did you guys like the Sega Genesis version because you could turn up the turbo really high and you could play the matches really fast, all the characters moving at lightning speed, or did you prefer the Super Nintendo version where the graphics looked a little bit better and the sound sounded tons better? Which one did you guys prefer? What we're going to do in this video is we're going to show a side-by-side comparison of the two games, and then at the end of the video, I will give you guys my thoughts on which game I preferred better. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, watch the comparison of the two different audios, and also the graphics and gameplay. And then I'll see you guys at the end of the video, and we'll discuss which one I preferred back in the 90s and which one I actually play still today.
Round one, fight! Hadouken! 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 You win! Round two, fight! Hadouken! Hadouken! You lose. Round three, fight. Hadouken! Hadouken! You lose. Nine. Brazil. Round one, fight! Round one, fight! Hadouken! 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 You win! Round 2, fight! You lose! Round 3, fight! Hadouken! 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 You lose! 9, 8, 7, 5, 2. China. Round 1, fight! You win!
So those are the two games running side by side. Now, going into it right away, we obviously know the Super Nintendo was much more of a powerful 16-bit console. It ran its games a little bit better, the games sounded better, but in graphical comparison, they look pretty similar. But the Super Nintendo does have more of a vibrant color palette. Now, the Sega Genesis, however, ran ultra fast. You could turn up the turbo way up and the game just runs super fast, and that made the Sega Genesis version stand out to me more than the Super Nintendo one did. But in the sound department, the Sega Genesis version sounds absolutely horrible. I cannot stand the Sega Genesis sound chip in this game. It just sounds terrible. So the Super Nintendo wins that one really, really easily. Now we need to talk about the controllers, because there was two very separate controllers for these games. Now the 6-button Sega Genesis controller was an amazing controller in its own right. With the 6-button layout, was built for Street Fighter 2 games. It was an amazing controller. Perfect fit for this game. The Super Nintendo controller, even though it is an amazing controller in its own right, it definitely wasn't made for this game, because you had the two shoulder buttons on top, and then you had to remap the controller before you started the game, which is okay. But I prefer back then having the 6-button controller on the Sega Genesis, playing a match with a buddy. I just felt like I could pull off moves a lot easier and a lot smoother. But what did you guys prefer? Which game did you play back in the 90s more of? Did you play the Sega Genesis version more, or did you play the Super Nintendo version more? Now, at the end of the day, which game did I play more of? Well, you guys all know me. I'm a no friendo, right? So I played the Super Nintendo version way more than I did the Sega Genesis, even though both of these versions have very unique styles and they set themselves apart from each other. I preferred the Super Nintendo version. It looked better, and for me, the sound department was everything. I love the way it sounded, because it sounded like I was at the arcade and I was playing it at home, and that's what brought it home to me. But don't get me wrong, the Sega Genesis version stood out in its own right, especially with that 6-button controller. So if you guys have not had a chance to play either one of these games on their original consoles, I highly recommend picking up these games. They are super cheap to find at your local game store. I found both of mine, again, for around $15 to $10, I believe. So they're both really affordable games, and they're worth every penny, because it's endless gameplay with a buddy. And yeah, they're just great games. But anyways, guys, if you guys got any value out of this video, let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you, and I'd love to talk to you about Street Fighter 2 on the channel. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.